Warm welcome. This is Markus Terming at the 1st of September 2024. The moon is in the sign of Leo and the sun is in the sign of Virgo, and we are in the so-called balsamic moon phase. That is the phase one sign before the new moon sign. Now the new moon is going to occur in the night at the 3rd, so 2 days from now, and it's going to be a very important new moon because this new moon is actually the coming new moon, the predictive new moon for the next 3 months. That is because it's the new moon that occurs before the solstice, the autumn solstice, day and night same length, and this is the predictive new moon coming, but not today. Today we are still in the mood of the balsamic phase, and it's a time of preparedness because lots of things are happening astrologically. Uranus is just about in a standstill. It's going to be backwards today. It's going to be retrograde. So all the phases that he's gone through on a material matter, on the Taurus sign, it's going to touch it backwards again. Pluto is just about changing signs. This is going to be, I think, this night. Pluto will go back to Capricorn from Aquarius. That's a big thing coming. A lot of astrologers has been talking about that last time visiting Capricorn, death zone and things like that, what they say. It's because the finish of an ingress is on the table, and we're definitely getting into a new moon with new mood with Pluto in Aquarius. So lots of things are happening. If you look up there, Venus, she's in Libra. Now never forget the personal charts you feel like the planets that are ruling the personal charts. Now Venus is the ruler of Libra. Venus is in Libra right now, and she has company with Lilith and the South Node. This is the basic feeling, the basic circumstances that the Librans are in. Now what about Virgo and Gemini? And this is what I want to point out today as my most important aspect of the day, because Mercury is running free now in the sign of Leo, and it has company by the moon this afternoon around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This is one of the nice aspects today. No, it's not 5 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Middle European summertime. This is the aspect I want to point out today because it's nice and it's optimistic, and somebody who has that aspect in his chart might have a nice experience with Mercury is kids, Mercury is intelligence, Mercury is in the sign of heart, in the sign of Leo. There can be some emotional understanding, but warm-hearted. We are in the sign of Leo. This is the importance. And it has a good connection to Jupiter. It makes a sextile to Jupiter. So this is one aspect we can, carry along, do something nice, creative, something heartful, something enlightening throughout this day and maybe the coming night until we get into the changing mood, until we get into the new moon of Virgo, which is going to be my tomorrow's video, and then we will have some important, significant changes. But today is a day of preparation, calming down, feeding your optimism, Leo moon. That's what it's about. The conjunction of Mercury and Moon has an exact trine to Chiron in Aries. Now it could be an important thing to use this connection in a healing manner, because if you don't, of course, Mercury triggering Chiron can also be something problematic, something hurting, but we don't want the hurting side actually. So let's decide for the other side. Yeah, please. All right, that's my take for today. One important optimistic aspect up there. I forgot to talk about one thing, though it will be tomorrow. Now, what's about the Piscean people? The Piscean people feel like they're rulers. One ruler is Neptune, and the other ruler is, of course, Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. So Piscean people have a lot of movements to do. They have a lot of information to get a real order in it. And then, on the other hand, they have a square today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and maybe even 2 days more in between Mars and Neptune. Now, Neptune is challenged by this square. Neptune is retrograde, looking back at the past, and Mars, being in a square position to that, says we are having some difficulties with information, with the that it's not really possible to focus a Mars with a Neptune square. You might lose a fighter jet or something like that by shooting it down yourself, and things like that happen. This is the Mars square, and for the Piscean people, they are challenged from Neptune with this square. They are challenged in a way to ask, do I really have the full information? Or am I shooting down my own planes, my own thoughts, my own abilities to act in the world? This is for the Piscean people to ask, and this is, the zodiac is all over like that. Going to Capricorn, for instance, they will feel like Saturn in Pisces right now, and the upbuilding opposition to the Sun in the sign of Virgo, of course, affects then the Capricorn people too, because they are led by Saturn in Pisces, and Saturn in Pisces retrograde is dissolving structures. So this is what Capricorn people, for good or for bad, have to do. They are involved in dissolving structures, and that is how the zodiac goes all over. The Leo people will have to face Virgo fortitude, because they have to get their things straight with the Sun in Virgo, because Leo is ruled by the Sun. And of course the Cancer people have the quickest change of their mood, which is known, but they have reason to be optimistic with the Moon in Leo, and they get the pleasure of Mercury and Moon clinking together and having one nice aspect this afternoon. I'm going to talk more about those things. I will be happy if you get in contact, because it's more accurate if we have a look at your personal chart. This is the possibility to get in contact. Mind the DE at the end, and what it costs you find at my German blog site down there. A few numbers to read, it's not difficult. You'll get a Zoom link, and it's fun having a lecture or a reading of your personal chart. Thank you for listening. This is Markus Termin at the 1st of September 2024.